It's been a turbulent time at West Ham. Having lost our captain only a year after losing our other captain, suddenly it's feeling like there's going to be some radical changes this summer as we look to improve our XI to get back to the 6th and 7th that we were before this season, where we finished 14th. That is why today we're going to be looking at what I think West Ham should realistically start with next season. This is a realistic dream. I'm not going to put players that are from Barcelona or Real Madrid that we're never going to get. These are players that I think we could realistically stand a chance of getting, and they're players that we have at the moment that I think, what would I want to be starting next season every game in the Premier League? Alright, to start off with, I think the keeper we should go with is Alphonse Areola, the player that we had on loan from PSG, then we signed, has only been a cup keeper this season. However, I think with Fabianski ageing, and quite possibly maybe even retiring or leaving in a year or two's time, we need to start investing in the keeper who's going to be in it with us for the long haul. Next up, we have the back line, and in the back line, the defensive back line, I think we stick with the 4, and we need Emerson, Aguerd, Zuma, and a new right back. A new right back, it might seem, a little bit iffy. Do we really want a new right back? Is he really fair to Kufau? But I think Kufau, one, he's good. He just doesn't quite have the pace to track back. And when we're on the counter, that right wing is often left rather open, or left for the other team. It's just rather open for a counter-attack from the other team to our counter-attack, because Kufau is just too slow at tracking back. And I also think he's been in a little bit of decline, and he's getting a little bit old. So we could do with getting someone new in, so we can get him trained up, so that when Kufau is really gone, they're there to take over. And next we need to look at our defensive midfielder. And I say midfielder, not midfielders, because unlike this season, when we've played 2 defensive mids, I'm saying we only go to 1. And I'm saying that because, Thomas Soucek, I'm sorry, but I think it's time that you no longer start for us. And the reason I say this, as much as it pains me to say it, is that I just simply don't think you've quite got it anymore. And as much as it'd be great to start you, your mistakes can be quite costly. Quite a lot of the time. Without Rice, Soucek with anybody else is just literally giving me nightmares. And this is where we've got the 2 centre attacking midfields and the 2 wingers. Hopefully we have Barnes on the left wing if West Ham don't muck it up even more than they already have. I would really like to have Barnes. I think he'd be a great option. If not, I think Benrahma's okay, but again, really overrated in my opinion, and I think he could be quite costly again to our campaign, as he has been this season. Then in the middle, we're going to have Lucas Paqueta, obviously, record signing for the club, needs to start, great player, best player we've got now. Probably. Next to him, we need Pablo Fornals, and I say this because, quite simply, Pablo Fornals has scored quite a few goals considering the game time he got given this season. He deserves to start. I mean, he won us the game at AZ Alkmaar, and he's gone and given everything. Obviously on the right, Jared Bowen, hero of Prague, can't knock him. One of our best players, scores lots of goals. Then up top, we've got Gianluca Scamacca. Quality, started to cook before he obviously got injured. And honestly, I think he's got good potential to be a quality striker, way better than Antonio. Ings is just a B-Tech Scamacca, and I think with this formation change, he'll be able to work much more effectively than he was sort of working last season, because he'll get much more support. And I'm about to delve into that now. So this is where I'm going to explain how the setup will work. Right, so the wing backs, the left back and the right back, the reason I want them to be a new pacer right back is because, as you saw in the final, Emerson has managed to cover quite a lot of area. Sort of, I'll put it on the screen now, but that kind of nice area, which would really help that one defensive mid, and would really make up for the fact we don't have Declan Rice anymore. And that's why I want a new right back, because Kufau doesn't cover that, and I would like the right back to cover that. As well as going up top like Emerson does. We also need to consider the front forwards, the attacking line. Now, I think having 2 centre attacking mids will help supply Scamacca with more assistance. A lot of people said he struggles in a one-tiger system, same with Ings, and having 2 sort of attacking mids will supply him with more aid, and while it's not 2 strikers, it's still a step up and still much better. Fornals would also be able to drop back and assist with the defence, which would help the fact we've only got one defensive midfielder, because Fornals is a little bit better on the defence. You would obviously also have Bowen and the left winger, hopefully Barnes, supplying plenty of crosses for Scamacca as well. Overall, I think this is probably our best way of lining up for next season, especially where we play and how things are going. and with the sale of Rice, I definitely think we need to make some changes, do something a bit different, and I think this is our best option, especially considering how we are performing in the transfer window.